Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
I was worried for episode 98 because of the previews having a lot of reused and refurbished scenes from earlier episodes. But now that I've seen episode 98, I can honestly say that I'm extremely happy with this episode. I thought it was a great addition to the Tournament of Power. It's exactly what the Tournament of Power needed, honestly. And so I wanted to go ahead and rattle off some of the good points and some of the points in general that I have for this episode. So the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is the trio Dead Dangers attacking Goku at once and their danger triangle. This ability, I'm glad that they showcased a new ability for these characters, because in the preliminary rounds we saw each individual ability and we did get to see some of the poison gas make a return, but now we know that Goku and Vegeta can create barriers around their body, and that's what that white aura is. Now a lot of people, a lot of Dragon Ball YouTubers were theorizing in videos this whole week and last week that this was going to be a brand new starting of a new transformation for Goku, but no, this is just a barrier so that way he doesn't get hit by the poison, or I'm assuming maybe it'll help him out not get hurt, or not get really hurt anyway. And so I really enjoyed the rest of the Universe 9 team, how they were showcased. Each one had an individual line or individual moment that kind of made them sort of shine in the episode. And even though I didn't really gravitate to any character designs when I first saw the intro and saw all these characters fly by, I did find myself liking some more of the characters, like the one that was made out of iron. I definitely liked him a lot. And I like the cat chick with the giant claws. She was actually pretty cool as well. So I'm glad that this episode kind of rounded out Universe 9 and gave us a preview of all of them. I think the only one that really didn't get any time was the green fish looking creature from the Black Lagoon kind of guy. We didn't really get to see much out of him, but everybody else was showcased pretty well. Vegeta coming to help Goku, I actually really did enjoy that, and we stated that they weren't going to fight as a team, and they sort of didn't really, and they did at the same time through the actual fights. But it was definitely good to see Goku and Vegeta fighting alongside each other, because we really haven't seen that since Goku Black. So I'm glad that we got to see some more of that teamwork. And then we get, which is probably one of my favorite scenes, not the favorite, I'll get to the favorite here in a little bit, but one of my favorite scenes is when Vegeta completely takes the characters off guard and has, I believe the chick with the long nails, she scratches one of her own teammates, and the rest of the team is like, oh, what's this, what happened, looking in their direction. And with that, Goku is able to kind of get them all kind of grouped together, and then bounce them right off the arena, and they all end up in the stands. So Universe 9 essentially loses almost all its members at that point. I like the part where it was like, oh, we lost all our members. Then they're like, wait a minute, what about the, and I think they were stating on, like, wait a minute, where's the cat, where's the bunny chick? And then the bunny chick's also in the stands, and she's like, I lost too. And actually, some of the other characters, these minor characters, have had some of these kind of funny moments, like the orc looking character from the last episode, I can't remember his name right now, who tried to ring out Goku. When he ringed out himself, he landed and he was like, plan failed. And then the mouse guy was kind of like, kicking him lightly on the head or whatever. And I thought that part was kind of funny, just like some funny parts in this episode. But this episode mostly was, it was a lot of the same kind of vibe. We got actiony, exciting, and it was almost like they were having a good time up until the very ending of the episode. So Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue were used very well. It was stated that Goku is not going into these transformations because it'll use a lot of stamina, or at least Super Saiyan Blue will use a lot of stamina, which is something that we've only heard really in the manga for the most part. So I'm glad that they actually brought that up here in the anime finally. And then we have the darkest moment in the entire tournament arc, in my opinion, and that is the death of Universe 9. Now, Universe 9, I made a video about this, how I really did enjoy Universe 9. I liked the concept of them. I like the fact that they weren't really villains, but they weren't really heroes at the same time. And I like the many designs from some of the characters, especially the Trio of the Dangers, some of my favorites other than the Universe 11, Universe 6 characters. But yes, they get destroyed in this episode. They get completely erased. And just leading up to that, when they're pushing the buttons, turning all the characters off on their god pads, then they go, all right, well, it's time to erase them. They get to be erased. Even the Grand Priest is like, now it's time for them to get erased, and they're all kind of like shocked. And then actually, one sad part I thought was pretty sad was when the Supreme Kai of their universe was like pleading with Zeno, like, Zeno, no. And then they all kind of get, it's like they get stuck in some sort of like pause, like they get paused and they get static going through their bodies. You see their universe get destroyed, and then they get incinerated and disappear. And that part was dark on itself, but even darker was their angel. Their angel, it literally zoomed into their angel. It does that thing where animes kind of block out the top part of somebody's head and make it dark, so it shows that they're showing some evil or dark intent. And then it kind of zooms in on his mouth, and his mouth was already kind of in a smirk, but then it goes into a full-on smile. Like, what the hell is that? That had me so intrigued, and that actually was one of my favorite parts in this entire arc. That was that's my favorite part of this whole episode. Like, okay, so would Whis do the same thing if Universe 7 got destroyed? Would Vados do the same thing? Like, do they? It's like they don't care about these universes at all. Or what happens? Do they have something to gain from their universe being destroyed? Like, or maybe they don't really care because they've been through so many universes before. Like, say they've watched over universes before where the universe has been destroyed before, but they're never in any real danger. And the real the Omni King not really caring about whether universes live or die. And even at one point he stated like, oh, Goku's losing, oh, that's too bad. Like, I don't think he'll save Goku, honestly, and and I'm hoping that they don't go and try to do a Super Dragon Ball wish where they wish back these universes. I'm hoping that there's some sort of twist or something at the end where maybe, you know, maybe three universes can live. Hopefully Universe 6, 7, and 11. That's the ones that I would personally want. And then maybe that, honestly, this part with this angel pushes me to believe that the next arc, or the next arc of the arc after that, is going to be focused on the mortals versus in some way or fashion, the mortals versus the angels and the gods, because they don't give a shit about them, and the mortals basically just get destroyed and are essentially sheep and fodder, essentially. So that's exactly where I'm thinking that this Dragon Ball Super is headed. It's gonna head toward maybe archangels, because remember there were other universes that got destroyed as well. But what if those universes that got destroyed, they recycle angels? Like, say this angel was in a universe that was already destroyed, and then he got into universe 9, and then universe 9 got destroyed. So for him, he's seen it so many times that he just doesn't really care. But his evil smirk, it just shows more intent. Like he was happy that the universe got destroyed. He's happy. Maybe he's happy to be freed. Maybe he didn't like this job. Maybe he doesn't like working, and then so he gets to be on vacation or something. Maybe that's what it was. And maybe it showed it being dark because he didn't care about the lives that were in this universe to begin with. Not even his God of Destruction's life, or, you know, the Kai's life, or anything like that. So really, really good episode. The next episode we see that Krillin's going to be he looks like he's having a good time, honestly, fighting. But then we see that 18 is actually going to be facing Frost. And 18 versus Frost, I'm gonna have to see this battle, because I can't really tell whether right now, just off the bat, off my head, who would win in an all-out battle between these two. But yes, Dragon Ball Super, this episode was great. The animations, even though they reused a couple of the animations from previous episodes, and that was showcased in the preview, they had a lot of brand new animations, so I didn't really fault the episode for that. Plus, the story was much more focused on Goku and Universe 9, which I really liked. It wasn't just all over the place. And then we had the Frieza parts, which I thought he was fighting some random dude, but he was actually fighting another guy from Universe 9 who ran off because Frieza was torturing him. So all this is the direction that the Super and the Tournament of Power should go, and I'm really excited to see what comes next. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys thought of episode 99 or 98, I mean, and what you think of episode 99. Do you think that 18 is going to be as strong as Frost, or stronger than Frost, or weaker than Frost? Let me know in the comment section below. Drop me a like if you liked my video, and this is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.